Okay. Ooh, oh, I am so not ready because I never am. Oh, I just been listening to some banging music, singing along off key as one always should. Oh, maybe I should head on into Twitch and make sure it has the right name. And maybe I should also hold up for a moment while I swallow spit. I should probably. There it is. Okay. This is YouTube, and this is Twitch, and I'm. There's gotta be a way to do this beforehand. There probably is, right? Okay. So if I head on over to the Stream Manager window, and oh, it's still called Back from Vacation. Well, that is wrong. So let us. Wait, hold on. Where is my information? Ah, there it is. Okay, so I should probably hit on. No, it's you can see that. Okay, so we'll just save this, and we'll put it into this one. The exclamation point. Very important indeed. Alright. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, so I've been having a week. Okay. Let's get rid of this thing, and then let's get my notes. And you know, this is something that has to be done on stream. Because if you didn't do it on stream, well, then it would be too professional. Okay. And then we move this guy over so I can see chat on my other monitor. Is there anything else? Probably not. Well, actually probably. But nothing that seems to be all that important. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, I updated the glams. Not that I was tired of the old one, we got this vaguely Centurion, vaguely Greek, definitely like antiquity inspired breastplate. And I was like, okay, what else do I have that fitted? Turns out I didn't have anything, but we do have these mittens. They are not mittens. We have this fantasy antiquity inspired winged helmet, and we have this ringmail. You know, ringmail, definitely not an antiquity thing, but very cool technology nonetheless. And these are like heavy scale, like I want to say either cataphrag, or which is Byzantine inspired or Chinese inspired, because they are Doman, so it's likely Chinese inspired. I just thought of the Byzantines because, as we all know, men have to think of the Roman Empire at least once a week, and if you're someone like me, perhaps a little more often. Okay. Oh, I still have my notes here from Big Walk. Oh, we're playing Big Walk on Sunday. I'm so excited to play Big Walk. But apparently, perhaps we're not playing Big Walk. And that makes me immensely dissatisfied. So, what else? Okay, so you may not know this streamer, but I've been heading on into... Oh yeah, I got this one. Got this cool mount. Yeah, anyway. Let me get all of this away. I still haven't completed this one. This quest. Okay. Yeah, sure. We'll just get rid of the last one. As I was told, there is a minimum thing, so you don't have to see the pop-up each time. However, it's easier for me if I just get rid of it, because then I don't have to look at it. Wonder what this area is. There's nothing that goes into it. So I'd have to unlock flying in order to get into the Isle of Consorts. Maybe that's why it's closed off and away from everything else. Wouldn't surprise me. Because traditionally, you wouldn't want too many people around your consorts. Oh, what was the YouTube short I saw recently? It was like a historical one. So, you know how, like, in Game of Thrones, the Unsullied exist. The Unsullied are like a unit or like... Ooh, Aetherflow. They're like yeah, it's a legion, I suppose, an army of children, or well, they're men, but they started off as children, and then while they're children, they're made eunuchs in order to like not have any desires besides war or whatever, and then they're bred like for war. The issue that is sort of taken with this sort of thing is that it kind of ruins the testosterone production throughout puberty. So you'd have less developed, less strong. Hello. Just talking about how the Unsullied from Game of Thrones don't make much sense. So basically, you skip because you make them eunuchs. You skip their entire like what's it? Their puberty. So you skip over their puberty. Hello. Welcome in. And this is, of course, kind of a little bit of an issue. Because that means you have less strong soldiers. So it was my assumption that, of course, this has never happened in real life, right? The Unsullied from Game of Thrones are like based off of like the immortals from ancient Persia or the Mamluks or something like this. The Mamluks are like a slave army of sorts, except they had a lot of rights. It's really weird, but very cool. But there actually was one. Lahi? Oh, I've missed Lahi. I've had a good time with Lahi while traveling. I traveled a whole bunch this weekend. Also got a little bit of food poisoning, but we'll get to that. And so, oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted by bangers. Bangers without mash, just the sausages. So, speaking of removing sausages, yeah, so there were... Oh, that's how I got into it. Okay, we'll get there. We got there. So, there aren't any historical, like, real units of warfare that were eunuchs. Except, as I found out, the Sultan's Guard, they were, in fact, eunuchs, like, of the Ottoman Empire. Because then they couldn't bang all of the consorts and all of the concubines. And they could still be guards. You know, there is an alternative, which is to get female guards, but we can't have that. Not in our too male-dominated society. And the reason I got into this rant is because of this. There's the Isle of Consorts, and you can't get to it from any direction I can see. So we have to unlock flying, guys. This is a necessity, a great necessity. So we can visit the Isle of Consorts. Yeah, so that was that thing. Also, I made a tiny update. Hey, Adam, I hope you're here and you didn't go for dinner or something. Please, if you do me the favor of writing !Discord. And then if you notice that it doesn't pop up on the chat, because I filtered everything I write out, which maybe isn't the best solution. and then every message that starts with an exclamation mark. So there you go. I'm just that good. Yeah, I've actually fiddled a lot with like trying to filter my own message out, but as I also discovered at work today, the issue is usually capitalization. So I wrote my name as capital S Iggy, and that wasn't correct because when it was being sent, it was like either all capitalized or all non-capitalized or something. Definitely wasn't sent as capital S Iggy. So you know, I just forced it all to be lowercase. But classic, absolute classic. I had a problem today where I was like looking through the code for like 20 minutes, and then I was like, hey, lead man. So a 2 lowercase comparison. Yeah, exactly. Too much lowercase, in fact. Yeah, no, you can't. You don't get to escape. Look at this user. Look at this mod. He made a slight spelling error. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so I looked at this problem for like 20 minutes. I couldn't figure out what the hell I'd done wrong. It seemed like all of the logic was fitting, all of the, like there was no compiler errors, but it just wouldn't, it just wouldn't, you know? And then I asked my lead, hey, what's the issue? Do you see anything? He was like, yeah, you started a method with a capital A when you called it, and you didn't name it that. I was like, oh my goodness. I'm a failure as a human being. So yeah, all in all, a pretty productive day. I had the scary realization that nowadays, at this point, you know, I started being like really pessimistic about it. Then I got a little more optimistic, and now I'm pessimistic again. Holy moly! You can do a lot of really boring stuff really fast if you just spend a lot of AI tokens. Holy moly. So we've done like what would have been previously. It was like 2 or 3 months worth of like updates has been done in 3 days. That said, my lead did spend all of our monthly tokens, and he did get called out for it. However, we did the thing, so that's both pretty good and pretty not good, because I'm looking at this and like, as the least experienced Java developer on the team, I am probably the first guy to go. Oh boy. Yeah. But at least this time I will have, as we call it, some work insurance, so I can, you know, look comfortably for work for like 2 years and figure out the software field is dead, and then switch to animation or something. Like, I probably shouldn't switch to animation either, but like I can think about what I want to do. Did want to, yeah, a park ranger also, but then I found out, not that there's a lot of work necessarily in it, but a lot of people want to be park rangers, and there's not a lot of spots for it, so that's not where I'm gonna go. Yeah, anyway, welcome in, rants abound. I've prepared a lot of talking points. I no longer have food poisoning, and that's pretty good. I just watched an Exerbia video, and you know, I went from being in really high spirits, really just loving life, being really excited to start streaming. Then I watched the Exerbia video, and I realized the futility of existence. And then I had to listen to some music in order to like get my spirits up a little bit. Then I listened to something that reminds me of death. So, you know, we're just 0 for 0 today. So anyway, Yustola says, that was an enlightening experience, though not in the way I had hoped. Right. So Yustola is, she's on her 4th of 9 lives, right? Because she's died 3 times. So she only has like so many to go. Do you suppose there is any truth in Emmett Selk's claims? Oh, right. Right, we got the law drop. What was it? It was like it was really important, and I definitely haven't forgotten it. So let's just complete this and act like there is no issue. What was it again? It was like, oh yeah, Man of Darkness actually not Man of Darkness not actually evil, actually just imprisoned. Woman of Goodness, maybe evil because imprisoned. Consider. Everything from source, we knew that beforehand. That was what the cave paintings were about. This is why you should have waited. But if I had waited, then I would have forgot that the cave paintings were there. You see? Yustola wears a haunted expression. And though recent events plainly warrant further discussion, I think it best that we wait until Alphino and the others are present. Where are they? Wherever they are, I'm glad they're there. Emmett Selk included. How convenient that he should choose this moment to keep to the shadows. Well, no matter. For the present, we should return to Fano and make... I swear I've driven through this city. And make certain of the Ulmoran's withdrawal. After that, Slitherbow. The Blessed are no doubt elated by what has become of the sky. Oh yeah. Well, it's not night right now, right? So... Oh goodness. Oh, the mouth fart. Also known as a burp. Okay, what did I... Oh, right. So, follow up on the bang. You know, I mentioned that it sounded like something had fallen down at the end of the stream. I looked around, checked up and down. I didn't. I literally just went to bed. But I didn't notice that anything had fallen over or fallen down. Next morning, went to work as usual. Around 9, I got a call from the custodian, and the custodian was like, "Hey, are you living on?" And I was like, "Yeah, yes, that's me, and that is my address, my name indeed." And he was like, "Yeah, so your window has fallen down." ¿Por qué? Oh yeah, your window. It has fallen down. Interesting. I got a picture, and certainly my window had just fallen out of the floor, and the Xth floor is probably a little more explanation, and just shattered. He said it had shattered in a million billion pieces, and it's just all over the place. It was actually in a fairly contained square, which was very, very pretty to look at. Let's see if I can actually find the picture. Wouldn't that be fun? Where would I have put it? I would probably have put it in spam, in mine own spam, but it's not there. Okay, I can't find it, so you'll have to live without it for now. I hope you can do so. But yeah, yeah, it had fallen down, and so I wrote to my landlord that, hey, it has fallen down, and the window broke. So when I came home, I took a quick peek, grabbed my sweeper, my sweep little boy, and looked out, and the custodian had cleaned it up. So good, no child has eaten glass. Since I couldn't come home and clean it up. Also, it's kind of his job, so I don't feel too bad about it. But yeah, that's of course very dangerous. So I took a look at the remaining 3 windows that I had left on the balcony, and they were indeed very loose, all of them. They're very easy to like move around and about. So what I did was, I unmounted one of them fairly easily. And then when I began unmounting the other, a lot of dust came falling down from like between the rails. And so I feared that perhaps indeed, the lining is made of asbestos. So I got a piece of cloth and tied it around my mouth, just in case. And got to work on the 2 others. I got the second one down, but I couldn't get the third one down. It's too lodged in there, even though it's very rustly and I can like wriggle it a bunch. I can't actually get it out. So there you go. That was what the sound was all about. I am shooketh. The landlord, of course, didn't answer. I wrote to him, no answer. I waited until Monday. I took the Monday off from work. I waited until Monday, and still no answer. So I wrote to him, hey, update, I removed the windows, and it's raining, so like the water is kind of going to like there's going to be water damage. It's a real ass issue, this. So yeah, and also my freezer still doesn't work. And then he answered with the most ChatGPT looking message I've seen in a while. Like, yes, I'm on it, basically. We have to get like a guide to look at it, and also I'm loading the new freezer as we speak. And I'm like, okay, you didn't come look at the freezer though, but whatever. I didn't write anything to him. I just kind of left him on red. Because like I basically had to write to him, hey, please give me a status update, until he gave me one. Kind of wanted one a little earlier. So yeah, that's been my life. I wasn't home for most of this because at Saturday I went to Ferragusto with the Italians. On the train ride though, I did hear some other Southern Europeans allegedly talking and speaking about Ferragusto also. Oh no, guys, I have an issue. I don't remember what accent I gave Almed. God, it was like definitely rolling on the ass. We'll figure it out as soon as we get to a proper cutscene. You are returned and unharmed, I see. Indeed, I am pleased to report that the Light Warden is no more. Oh, we did that. Thanks in large part to you. They're Icelandic, so yeah, well, the only Icelandic guy I know is like Olafur from who lives in Norway. He makes the shorts. I like the shorts. He also put Doom in space, and that's pretty funny. The Death Eater of a single Sin Eater. Oh, the death of a single Sin Eater should make such a difference. As our numbers waned, so too did our hope that the ruins we have devoted our lives to guarding would ever find purpose. They just give a Danish accent. There's always a Danish accent to everything I do. Warhammer Tick, or the Death Eater. I think that's Harry Potter, actually. Oh, I heard. Okay. So the UK had planned on building some power cables, I think, across the channel, and it was going to cut over a particular specific beach, right? And a bunch of Harry Potter fans were like protesting, and they ended up winning the protest. So they got the power cable rerouted. You're like, oh, why did the Harry Potter people want this? Well, as it turns out, it went over the beach where they filmed the Dobby death scene, and that was apparently too much for them. So instead, it got rerouted over I think an Ice Age burial site, which they have been wanting to dig up for a bit. I hate Harry Potter, bro. It's like everything I hear about Harry Potter is just negative. I cannot believe it. And also, they built a shrine to Dobby on that beach. But not only did they build it on the beach, because if they built it on the beach, it would just get washed away over time. They built it on fucking private property. Like someone owns the land that they built the shrine on. I'm shooketh. Yeah, anyway. That alone would have been reward enough. Okay, I got it. Never did we imagine it would serve to banish the light that pervaded these woods. On behalf of the Vis, our forebears, and late Emperor Ronka, you have our deepest thanks. It's a nice gift. Yeah, a gift of trash. Hey, look, it's me. It is we who should be thanking you. Our journey through the Kitana Rabble proved most enlightening. To be privy to such knowledge is an honor, one for which we never hoped. Please, you need not be so humble. Or as they say in Danish, poisson, which means fish in French, and that is funny. We but do our duty as decreed by the late emperor. Would that he were still with us to express his gratitude in person. But sister, does this not mean our duty is fulfilled? To our allies, perhaps, but the ruins cannot be left unguarded. So long as we live here in these woods, the secrets of Ronka must not fall into the wrong hands. Is Runa still here? No, we escorted him back to Slytherin. Boy, that was fucked up. Shortly after you set out. If you would return to the Knights Blessed, we will not keep you any longer. I suspect they would be glad of your company. Note. Thank you, Ahmed. I look forward to a day when we might share a more leisurely visit to the ruins of Ronka. We will await your return then. Oh, waving! That was a very, I don't know how else to explain it, like a very childish feminine wave, and I'm here for it. Okay. Let's get, oh yeah. Oh, I did put it on the, and by it I mean, the Alt 8. This one, I'm so high up, it's crazy. I've never been this high up. Oh, okay. We have the time and we won't reach the next dungeon in this stream anyway. So, let's head on over and make sure we have explored the area, shall we? Oh, I can also do a little bit of 213 jumps to the south that I might actually be able to get there. No, I can't get up there. Well, shucks. Well, I believe in myself. It's just a bit of mountain golden. Okay, I no longer believe in myself. Oh, but I did discover it though. And by discover it, I mean I could just have walked around. Well, you live and you never learn. Okay, so let's see if it's possible to get up there on that ridge. Looks like something down here. You shouldn't be. No, I should. That's right. I should believe in you, who also does not believe in me. Wait, I should believe in Nico actually. Nico believes in me. Because he doesn't heal me when we're in dungeons together. And that's amazing. That means he trusts my ability to heal myself. I can get up here, I think. That is why he's great. He's actually the great. I should... Okay, so... You know, I've been talking about like playing demos on stream. It's really itching at me. I'm getting to the point where I'm saying, fuck it, we're doing demo Thursday. And no, not Thursday. Demo Tuesday. Yeah, that's perfect. That's the perfect name. That's the name we're going for. Maybe I should. That's... Oh, to the west? I missed it. Guys, I missed it. I'm blind. Okay, never mind. Nico does not believe in me because he didn't answer me. He left me unread. He left me unheard, actually. Northwest. Northwest. Up there. Oh. Hakamama. What is is it Trixie she's called? In the Land Before Time? The Triceratops? Southwest? Oh, it's right there. He's probably eating. How absolutely dare he? Lahi? I showed... Okay, so... I am an absolute asshole, right? Because I decided to show one of the Ferragusto Italian friends... Oh, you're eating, Nico. Wait, why am I riding in this direction? There's nothing to discover there. What is it? It is bow rest or bow rest. Could be either. I should I? At some point I'll probably readjust on Waterdo, readjust the model, recalculate it, recalibrate it. Yeah, so I have this friend who plays some video games, right? And she's mainly been playing like Baldur's Gate and Sims. That's what I know, at least. Buongiorno. Well, it's bon evening, actually. Yeah, and she's like into interior design and all this good stuff. Merle's regret. Who is Merle and what does she regret? To the west? Okay, well, back I go. What a sad time to be a Sims player. Oh, I don't know what has happened to Sims. Has something bad happened? I feel like it's just one of those games that has always been predatory through expansions. And just always kind of been something people have played. Very popular genre. Genre? Yeah, genre. Let's call it genre. So, I essentially talked a little bit about Final Fantasy 14, and she was like, I'm actually kind of interested in playing it. And, well, you know me. I of course had to open my big fat dumb mouth and say, oh yeah, sure, I think it's actually a fine game for you, because she literally just said, I don't mind having a really long story. So I can easily sit through a lot of it. And I was like, alright, fair enough, you know, put that to the test with this game. And and I want to hear the results. And also remember to hello. And also remember to be on the same server that I am on. The universal MMO greeting is just, you just gotta jump. Even though jumping in this game doesn't do anything, jumping is very important. Spamming abilities, now this is important. Hell yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah, make sure to join my server. Or at least, like, we have some other friends and they are on a different server. Join theirs, because that means you can, like, get an apartment in our house, and you can, like, do some decorating, and you don't have to play Sims, you can just play this game instead. And there's also a bit of fashion, and then I tried showing some fashion show things, but holy moly, those were some actual awful pieces of fashion that people had submitted. So I couldn't find anything that was really good. But there are some good pieces of fashion. Judging. Just a little bit of judging. Eating an apple to show that this is the bad guy. I mean, yeah. This is fine. It is simple and stylish. For context, EA has been bought by the Saudis and gone private. Huh. Interesting. You know, that sounds bad, but honestly, I kinda think it sounds good. Because if it's private, then some decisions can be made that are not necessarily only short-term for profit. I mean, it might still be. But having a single head can just say, alright, you get this amount of money to make this amount of thing, and not have a million billion shareholders who want their voice heard. You can just have one. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. Let's give it a bit of time. It's the Saudis, so yeah. Well, just because they have a lot of human rights violations and is a totalitarian monarchist state, doesn't mean they can't make good video games. It is, like, morally reprehensible what they're doing, but, like, maybe the games are good. I don't know. We can only care about so many things. I suppose I'm supposed to care about it, because this is kind of my ballpark. Probably means they remove some of the content they don't like. Oh, that is also true. Like, not that there weren't that many shooters specifically based on killing Muslims from made by EA. That's always been like a kind of contentious topic. No more naked girls. That is true. That is true. At least it's a little harder to get away with. I mean, maybe. It's because we're not talking about China here, so they don't have their. They have some different arbitrary rules they're going for. But the thing is, and I hope I'm not stepping on anybody's toes, but I have a feeling that the Saudi royal family is not necessarily the most. What is the word? There's haram for. It's halal. They're not the most halal people in the world, because they're super rich and they don't like share in all of their richness anyway. They invest purely so they can make money from their oil money. Then oil money loses value. What did you just write? Hold on. They invest purely so they can make money from their oil money. Then the oil money loses value. When the oil money loses value. Okay, hold on. This requires a reset. Hold up. Okay, calibrate. Maybe that's a bit much. maybe here. All right, good. They're diversifying. Yes. I understand what you're saying now. Okay. Which, of course, is smart of them. If I had a billion monies, I would probably do the same, because oil probably won't last forever, because it literally doesn't. They have, see, that's the interesting part about the Saudis, because that was a big leg spike, because they have been trying to diversify in different ways for a long time. And they have made some really interesting... Oh, I'm seeing it again. Do you see it as well? Okay. Well, let me know if you're seeing some lags. And I'll see what I can do about it. Probably not a whole lot, as is currently the case. Profit incentives haven't historically made the best of games. True. But all of those profit incentives have also been short-term profit investments, where very few of them have been long-term profit investments. Long-term profit invest-driven companies are something like Valve, Concord. Yeah. I think Concord is not really as much of a shareholder thing, as much as it is probably a shareholder thing. It's definitely too many cooks in the kitchen, and the shareholders may have been some of the cooks. Diversifying. Yeah, some of the diversification have included like making a huge like line city through the entire country. That's not too bueno. That didn't work out that well. And also making... Wait. No, that's not a Saudi thing. Hold on. What else have the Saudis done? They've done like a lot of vanity projects to like try and make it into a like a place people want to visit, or a place trend chasing without proper understanding. Yeah. The thing is, when you make... Okay, so let me start with video games. If you try to make a video game chasing a trend, then by the time that video game is out, that trend is already dead. So that is a terrible idea to try. If you already have the infrastructure for it, yes, you can move into it, but you cannot start anything from scratch. Which is one of the reasons why nobody really could take down World of Warcraft. Right? Because people were already playing World of Warcraft. Why should they switch to your game? And then in the case of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, which is the first Battle Royale shooter. The first one with a lot of success. People ended up switching to Fortnite because Fortnite provided a much better experience, and a PlayerUnknown Battleground had simply stalled. It was just kind of stuck where it was. And so it got overtaken. But like, if you're seeing the success of Silksong, for example, and thinking, ooh, I want to make that game because Silksong was successful. Well, first off, you're trying to make a success story in making a video game. So that's your first mistake. Don't try to do that. Because so few games like massively hit or even like properly succeed. I think it's the top 20 or top 10% or something. It's fairly low. They take like 95% of the profit. Meaning that most games are just kind of I mean, many of them will probably make a lot, but they will not be hits. The hits just they just really hit. But even in like a fast-paced sphere such as content creation, and now this is very dangerous for me to say as a very not successful content creator, as currently technically is the case, an influencer, like trying to chase an already existing trend won't get you anywhere, because then people are coming. First off, people might be coming in for the trend, but then but you're not like making the trend because you enjoy it. It's just not successful, is what I'm trying to say. I lack the proper words currently, I think. But it just has a tendency to not succeed when you only chase trends, and it leaves you worse off as a person, because you will feel worse about yourself. Like the type of person to chase a trend is also the type of person who wants to hit it big, I think, on content creation, and therefore they will inevitably disappointed when they figure out that chasing a trend is not really a viable strategy for making it big. Because to make it big, you have to have something unique, or you have to enjoy doing something that a lot of other people are also enjoying. So say if, oh, what's his face? It's a guy where I've watched very little of his content. What is a good? Okay, so 10 years ago, Hearthstone was the thing, right? So people played Hearthstone, but only the people who actually enjoyed Hearthstone could really get with it and make it big. No, wait, I've disproven myself, because I think the Sky's Toast, he kind of made it big, and he started off just doing Hearthstone stuff. You know, I don't know what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, you should try to do something that is wholly unique and that you enjoy, and not try to make money off of content creation, because that's not worth it. Get a stable job instead.
Ah, you are returned, and none the worse for wear, I see.
You needn't worry about us. What became of the Umoran soldiers, more importantly?
They turned tail and fled at the sight of the night sky. The children of the everlasting dark have also retreated back to Woven Oath.
They were probably, well, not the children, but the other ones were, they got some PTSD from being turned into bushes. Which is understandable.
Try as they might, they could not deny the truth of their own eyes. The sunless sea of heaven, full of love and grace, where none need know pain or suffering. In that moment, when the sky's light began to wane, I knew our prayers had been answered, that we were doomed to face oblivion at life's end no longer. When first we met, I harbored certain suspicions about you. Now I see that I was right. You are the bringers of shadow, the warriors of darkness, the saviors for whom we have prayed for so long.
About that.
I suppose you're not entirely wrong, but we are not worthy of your reverence, nor have we any desire to be worshipped. If you would pray, pray for your children, that they may one day know a better world.
Hey guys. No spoilers, but I get a feeling that, you know, we've talked to Heidelin a bunch. I get a feeling that maybe it would be a good idea to Good. I haven't even said anything. Calm down. It might be a good idea to try and find a way to talk to Zodiac. Also, doesn't that sound neat? So that's my guess, basically. I think we're gonna have to find a way to talk to Zodiac. But also we should probably talk to Heidelin and be like, hey, why is it that you're the warden of the interdimensional space prison?
I will do as you say. But please, let us at least hold a feast to celebrate your victory. You deserve that much.
No, I have
I'm
quests
sorry,
to do.
Runar, but there is still much to be done and scant time in which to do it. We must go. All of us. For we share the same path and the same fate.
So be it. I ask only that you hold us in your hearts, as we will hold you in ours. Now, and ever after. By the boundless dark, this I swear.
Thumbs up. It's my boy. See, the reason he's a good character is because he's fucking dead. Alright, Justola, what do you have to say for this? Oh, we can get 3 Night World silver pieces. That's 1,500 gil, that's so much money. It's like a trip to Japan, but not a trip home. Though it pains me to leave, it is time I returned with you and the others to the Crystarium. But before we go, might I speak with you in private? I will await you in my chambers. Ooh. Ooh. Some time in chambers. Oh, the gentleman. P.E. Hope. Thank you for coming. I thought to keep my suspicions to myself, but after witnessing your victory at Raktika Falls, I fear they prove true, and so I must share them with you. From the first when we met at Fort Gong, your Aether has appeared tainted, suffused with an overabundance of light, not unlike the Sin Eaters. When you defeated the Light Warden, I fear the light which poured forth from it was not negated by Heidelin's blessing. Rather, it was absorbed into your being. Urianger also suspects as much, though he is unwilling to share his thoughts on the matter. One thing is certain, with every warden you defeat, the danger to you grows greater perhaps than we can imagine. If you begin to feel anything strange, anything at all, pray inform me at once. You should hurry before the others begin to worry. Once I have sorted my slurry things here, I will join Curry. Alright, so okay, I'm getting an idea, right? I'm getting an idea. Goodness gracious. I hate Mughals. Nice floaty. Also, the name of what you leave in the toilet. Okay, going back a little bit. I'm just gonna ignore this while I talk and think and move to the southwest for 224 yards. So I'm seeing 2 plot lines, and I'm excited to see which one or a third one that might happen. Oh, there it is. So So we're gonna fight. We're gonna have to fight some Dark Wardens or something in order to get some darkness in our soul, such that we are more balanced, right? That's kind of a necessity. Or maybe we're just too cool for school, and Heidelin is like, no, I'll take this bird from you. Don't worry, you were never in any actual danger. Or, and this is where it gets really exciting. Actually, the main character. Okay, hold up. We know the system supports this. Okay. I probably shouldn't say this out loud, because then I will just disappoint myself when this inevitably never happens. But imagine if the player character becomes a Light Warden at some point, and then we get to pick which NPC character we can play as in an instance, in a trial or something, and then we defeat the player character in order to save them. But then that character that we, or like not that specific character, but like some NPC character, probably Minfilia, will then, you know, take over and then die or be suffused into Heidelin, or like die and disappear or something. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, so I shouldn't have said that, because now whatever the storyline wants to be, it can't live up to this idea I've made of it in my head. The fear of the blank canvas, if any of you know that one. It's like essentially the fear of starting, because you know, you can never live up to the idea or the ideal that you have. Anyway, we took one last patrol of the perimeter. All things considered, Slitherbow remains relatively unscathed. Thanks to the antidote, all those who were poisoned will make a full recovery. And with the night sky returned, their prayers have at last been answered. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Shall we be off then? Art thou certain this is best? Thirth. I'll not deny there is a part of me that wishes I could stay. For 2 years I have lived with the Blessed, learned their culture, even going so far as to adopt Master Matoya's name as my own. I but pray I did honor to it. Now is not the time for doubt or hesitation. Come, we must return to the Crystarium. Yeah, so none of you wrote anything, so I'm just going to assume that my guess is correct. Where do I go? No nearby currents? Well, what do I do with myself? Guess I'll just teleport. Whoop. I feel like I had something else. Oh yes, Xenos. So remember Xenos? Because I was like, wait, what were we doing before we got isekai'd into the world of the first? Now, and then I remembered. Wait, this is the wrong place. Well, now that I'm here, I might as well complete the quest, I guess. Right, so I had forgotten what we did before we got isekai'd into this world, the world of the first. And then I was like, oh, well, right, we were in the middle of a war with the Empire, but we were fighting Xenos? No, that can't be. We killed Xenos. Oh, right. He got revived. he got an Asian got inside of him. That's what happened. There, we're going back to the Crystarium. That actually makes sense, unlike whatever I'm doing. So, where have we gotten darkness to? We've gotten darkness to Lakeland. Not Lanosia. Ilmek? Yes, Ilmek we got darkness to. Crystarium we got darkness to. Amarang, not yet, I don't think. And the Greatwood. No, we have to go down. There he is. Hey. Hey. I saw you hard at work out there, friend. I'll rest easy tonight knowing that some of the ugliest patches of the wall are looking good as new. Are you familiar with the history of the Imperative, perchance? It was built nigh on a century ago by the elves who ruled Lakeland in those days. After the flood, it has served as one of our bastions of defense against the Sin Eaters. Yes, this fort's taken its fair share of beatings, but it stands tall to this day, watching over and protecting the Crystarium and its people. And it is our job to keep it standing. Material and manpower shortages be damned. Of course, we couldn't do it without the generous efforts of volunteers like you. I reckon you have a real talent for repairs. Mayhap I could interest you in joining the guard as a full-time wall mender. Ah, I jest, of course. I've already taken enough of your time today. Thank you, friend, and be careful out there. Oh, an Aether Current. Am I missing Aether Currents here? I sure am. To the southeast. So... yeah. So yeah. Yeah, guys. Yeah. Nothing else of great import, I take it. Combat. Oh, there's someone in like in a wider circle of people I know. 1,200 yards to the east. Who bought like a bunch of keys for Resident Evil. I was like, damn, another person's hand touches the beacon. It is such a southeast. Okay. It is such a wild series. I love Resident Evil. It has what I suspect most people enjoy Bollywood movies for. It has it's just so absurd, like in all the right ways, and sometimes the game is even pretty good. That's crazy. Let's see. 785 yards to the east. It's like so the first game, I genuinely think, at least the remake, is designed really well. I have a friend who, of course, he hates everything that is new. But I genuinely think the remake is a really good game. The first one is also a really good game for about the same reasons, but slightly different still. It has like it has what I can only describe as real survival elements. What feels like real survival elements, because the entire world has limited resources. So like all of the resources that you're looking for in the game that you use are irreplaceable. And that feels very strange. And then of course there's the zombies. So like that means you can't like engage every zombie because your healing items are limited. The zombies tend to get back up unless you use resources on them. And ooh, there it is. And that just makes every encounter like a balancing act. Like how many resources are you willing to spend on this? If you spend too many resources, then probably you might not be able to. Okay, let's see. Let's see where the next one is. No nearby currents. All right. Yeah, you might not be able to brain. Why is brain not braining? Oh goodness. Grandson. Oh, that's probably an Aether Current quest, right? Hello. The Sin Eaters. You'll be doing them a favor, putting them out of their misery. Alright, I guess that was an ongoing quest. I'll just ignore that. Yeah, and also saving in Resident Evil also requires a limited resource, which is crazy design. That it is like Crazy Frog. That's how crazy it is. Nuts even. But it all gives credence to like this feeling that all that you have to work with is limited, and you have to be careful with it, and you have to be greedy with it. But then, because the game is inevitably the kind of games it is. Yeah. The hero reached the passage. Boobs. Titties, even. Honkers, if you would. Inordinate debauchery. All things considered, it is hardly surprising that Alphino and Alisaie have yet to arrive. But where is the Exarch? My friends, 'tis good to see all of you again. Alphino, it has been too long. I assume your presence here means you've brought word of the warden hiding in Raktika? Oh, we fucking killed it. Found and slain, you say? I should have known. Yulmore but recently dispatched soldiers to all corners of Novrand to defend them. I am glad to see their efforts were wasted in the Greatwood. Speaking of Yulmore, what came to your meeting with Warthry? Yes, about that. It proved to be... Exarch, you mustn't push yourself. Your time away from the tower has clearly taken its toll. No doubt you are all tired as well, being traveled so far. Why don't we all take a much-needed rest before we discuss our findings? I thought to propose the very same. After your clash with the warden, you deserve a chance to recuperate. It is settled then. We reconvene after everyone has had the time to settle in. See, okay. This expansion does do something interesting. Because it essentially forces you to have these like breaks. And they're very like the previous expansions did force breaks as well, but they forced them in like far less interesting ways, I think. This game is like, now go back to your room and take a fucking nap. And when you take a nap, you get some like introspection time with your ghost pal. I think that's a neat design. Because, oh, Senor Otter, holy moly. Oh, what the... Look at this dapper little fellow. And then he just left. Can't fucking believe it. Welcome back, miss. Returned from a lengthy excursion, I take it. Well, your room has been made ready. Care to retire? Very good. I pray for your sound and yeah, sure. I want money. Give me money. Money. Manager of suites. Yes. I am sure wearing different clothing. Otters are cool.
So there's a light
Utterly.
sealed inside you, is there? You wouldn't know it from the outside. You look the same as you ever did to me.
Drinking water in the middle of a cutscene. You think you're safe, but you're never safe. I must stay the course. For the otters. What if that changes? What if it overwhelms me? I suppose that not to do but rest. Yeah, this is how I live my life. God, homie is reflecting the sun too brightly.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, bloom.
They're not asking you to fight, they're telling you to rest. Which isn't to say they're wrong. You'll need your strength for what's to come.
Well, Artbird. Yeah. Yeah. So we get these introspection scenes with Artbird, and I think they're cool. They're well designed. They're kind of thought out. The previous expansions kind of did something similar, with like now you have to go back and report, and after you've reported, you get like a nonsensical quest that doesn't push the plot forward. But this is like, I like this because it doesn't feel like it is expressly part of the plot. This feels like it is designed to be a break in the plot. And I think that's a considerate choice. So it doesn't feel like one big long forever story that you just have to keep on going with.
Think he was telling the truth? Emmett, I mean. All that rot about Hydaelyn being no different from any other primal.
Yup.
If so, what would that make her blessing? Are we just slaves to her will?
Yup, I'm a simulacrum actually.
Let's pay him no mind. Lies the Ascians stock in trade. Villains, heroes, all a matter of perspective, they'd have you believe. One man's fond memory, another's waking nightmare.
From my perspective, the Jedi are evil.
Me,
Thank you.
I'm no saint or savior. Just another sinner. And I know damn well I'm in no position to judge. When I saw the people of Slitherbow look up at the sky and celebrate the return of the dark, felt good. It was moments like that that I cherished. Much more than the thrill of adventure. The quiet after the storm. I always took comfort in that.
Yeah. Kid. Meanwhile, in Garlemald, damn, bro. Meanwhile, in real life.
What did the scouts have to report?
Several skirmishes, but nothing of consequence. The fighting seems to have taken its toll on both sides.
A stalemate, then. The Alliance has done well to hold the line for so long. But then they did have Ishgardian reinforcements.
Nevertheless, neither side has any appetite for a prolonged engagement. 'Tis but the calm before the storm. And should the Empire choose to bring their full might to bear?
To say nothing of Black Rose. All the more reason to hasten our search. How close are your people to identifying our next target?
Close enough. though I have received some troubling intelligence.
Okay, I have a new complaint. So, sometimes stories like to have multiple perspectives, right? That's really good for when you're not part of the story. This feels like it's kind of just a little bit maybe more interesting than what I'm doing currently. I would probably think the same if the shoe were on the other hand, but as is, I'm getting the I watched an anime once called Darker Than Black, and it's like a post-war kind of story, but they kept referencing this war and these really interesting events that happened. And at some point I just realized the war would have been a way better story or way more interesting than what I'm currently watching. Because it didn't really feel like anything happened in Darker Than Black when I watched it. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. Like, damn, I'm seeing a lot of interesting information with Estinian and Gaius. But like, I guess it's more interesting because I don't know what's going on. But like, why am I watching it? Like, why is this information that I am privy to as the player? If my character's not present, it's like, I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to be getting out of knowing this information. Yeah, so that was my general complaint. Why? Well, it's because, okay, it is because the game is trying to keep me informed about stuff that is happening in our world, about Black Rose, so that when we come back, it's not like super surprising that, oh my goodness, they're about to deploy Black Rose, and that's like the ending of this expansion. We go and kill another Asian, also known as Xenos. That's the end of the expansion. I get it. That's why we're learning about this. So it's not like, oh right, 80 hours passed. I have forgotten everything about Black Rose. I'm so glad that you keep giving me a reminder about Black Rose and its existence. That's why it exists. I get it. I've seen the future. How does he know? Because he knows everything. Yeah, it just feels like, I guess a little. But have you seen the past? No, I forget most things. I forgot what I got for breakfast because I didn't eat breakfast. But I did get pizza. Okay, so the thing is, right, when I came home from my journey to the west and north slightly, when I came back, right, I had some leftovers and some milk. You guessed the plot, I can confirm, as a certified Final Fantasy 14 player. Thank you so much. And also, spoilers are illegal. Adam, kill him. Don't ban him. Kill him. Yeah, so when I came back, I had some food and some expired milk and all the good stuff. So I spent my Monday eating that, and then I spent my Monday to Tuesday night throwing up, and then I spent the first part of Monday sleeping. No, Tuesday sleeping. I guess it's time to track an IP. Oh, that's the best. That's the best answer when someone is like, "This is your IP and this is your personal address," and you're like, "Yeah, I fucking know where I live, you fucking idiot." And then the rest of Tuesday, spent eating, you know, the rest of the stuff I had. Because I don't learn from my mistakes. That's not how I'm built. And then I felt good by Wednesday, which is, let me check my watch, today. Scratch. Okay, so what was I saying? Likely something entirely unimportant. It never is important. Oh yeah, so I realized I didn't have any food today. So I went and got myself some pizza because I am a decadent swine. Yeah. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, so I don't have any food for... What pizza did you get? A pepperoni, because I'm a basic bitch. And also you can get some ham pizza, and people who eat ham pizzas just like to eat dry stuff, but without being... They like to eat dry food that feels wet. That's my take on ham pizza. Ham pizza fucking sucks. If you eat it, well, good for you. Have some pulled pork raw. You stupid bastard. Ugh, gunking up my menu with not good choices. That or I get like... Okay, so my 3 kinds of pizzas are like margarita, because if you hate a margarita, then... I mean, I guess we can't be friends. You need to cook the pork to pull it, though. Not my pork. And a pepperoni pizza. A pepperoni pizza is pretty good. It's very simple. It gets like a little bit of pizzazz to an otherwise margarita. A pizzeria place. That's a local pizza place. And then you can get a Mexican style pizza. That's at least what it's called here. It's essentially a pizza where they put spicy stuff on it. And that spicy stuff varies. The spicy stuff sometimes makes it a little wet. So it depends a lot, to me personally, what kind of pizza place it is. This pizza place does what I think is sometimes called the Napolitan pizza, so it has a thin crust. If you make like the Mexican style pizza thing, it just becomes like a bit of a mess. It becomes too wet, basically, and it doesn't have crunch. Yeah, so that's my pizza story. Also, holy moly, when I went to work today, it was pissing down. So I exited my home. I was like, it's kind of cold, but it's fine. I'll just wear you know, long pants, regular trousers, and I'll wear a like a slightly thicker, what's it called, slightly thicker dress shirt, or like a woodcutter shirt thing, plaid shirt. Oh, he's run out of RAM again. Well, that's awful. Welp. Oh, he saved it. He saved. Good. So, close. Man, you really do not treat your PC very good. I almost called it a PlayStation. But yeah, well, when you play game, it's kind of a PlayStation. Not trademarked. What was I saying? Like a... thinking, big brain think. Oh yeah, so I biked for around 5 minutes. I biked for around 5 minutes, and then it really began raining. But at this point, I'd already biked for 5 minutes. I'm not gonna turn around. So I biked for 5 more minutes, and then it really began pissing. And then, like, it was so bad. So when I arrived at work, I was completely drenched. Absolutely drowned rat ass moment. So I came in, and like we were like 2 people in the coding part of the office, and my lead, he tends to like answer with "Oh, good morning," and then he turns around, and I got a "Oh, good holy shit" today, because I came in and I was just dripping on the ground. I was so like absolutely drenched. And then I was dry-ish around 13. So I had 3 hours of being dry before I had to go back. And I was carefully looking out to see how much it was raining. And I told my boss, like, listen man, the moment it stops raining, I am fucking out of here. Because I didn't want to risk it. So but it didn't start raining again, so I guess the paranoia was for nothing. Then I got the pizza, and then I went home, and then I ate the pizza, and then I watched an Exerbia video, and then I was sad, and then I watched some music, as you say. And just, like, I don't know, what did I spend my fucking 1.5 hours on? I think I just watched the Ruby trailers again. Okay, I need to stop, actually. Not much I can do when the tools I use have heavy memory leaks. Well, put a bucket under your computer so all of the memory can drip into the bucket. And so you catch the leak. Big brain. Anyway, I was actually watching a cutscene before you interrupted. So, if you won't mind, I'll just continue.
One of our generals posted to the Alamegan front recently disappeared without trace from the battlefield at Gimlet Dark.
Where?
Odd. Dead seems unlikely. Fled less so. I wonder where he'll turn up.
Were I a betting man, I would say here, in the capital.
Okay, Copbine. This is exactly the reason why I had Adam shoot your PC. Like, the crash was not random. Yeah.
Not that any deserter who valued his life would contemplate returning, but a corpse might, given the right encouragement.
In the manner of his royal remains, you mean?
Elidibus plainly has no need of a new host. So the question becomes who? It may be that another player has joined the game. Something to consider at any rate. But come, there is work to be done.
These bloodless games make for poor sport.
Okay, guys. New prediction. 2 predictions in one cutscene, I know. This guy is an Asian, first off. That's not really that much of a prediction. But either Gaius or Estinian is going to get, like, taken over by an Asian again. And it's a good thing you're able to have a conversation between each other. Keep yourself distracted. So, Estinian has a history of being possessed. So that would make him a good candidate for being possessed by the Asian. However, Gaius is just less important. And the thing about introducing an already dead character is, or reintroducing an already dead character, is if you kill him again, it really doesn't mess that much with any of your plans. So, therefore, I think my call is that Gaius is the one who gets possessed, and then we kill him. And then it's like, oh my god, no, Gaius, but you just became good. See, okay, that's another pet peeve of mine. What's it called? A trope that I'm not a fan of It's the lazy redemption arc, you can call it that. See, I'm already complaining about stuff and it hasn't even happened yet. Because it definitely will happen. But not yet. A lazy redemption arc is when you take a character and then the character turns over a new leaf. And it's like, no, actually, I'm good now. And then you just kill that character immediately. And that is bad storytelling, because you don't actually get to explore what it means for a character that has done some morally reprehensible stuff to become redeemed. And then you can have a really good story about like what it means to have a character redeemed. A good redemption story arc is what's his name? God. Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's a good redemption arc. Because you spend a lot of time with him as he grapples with, oh wait, I'm a good guy, but I was a bad guy. But now I kind of just want to live in peace, or whatever. Can somebody be redeemed through self-sacrifice? We'll perhaps get to that. Because, yes, that's the idea of, say, Darth Vader, right? Darth Vader, quote-unquote, redeems himself through self-sacrifice. That's the idea. But it tends to fall flat, because in this game, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's what's happening. It's what's going to happen to Gaius. I've already called it. A person can, in Minecraft, of course, how else would you get into heaven after blowing up some people? Goodness gracious, my guy. So, brushing over that. It tends to fall flat, I think, because when a character just does self-sacrifice and then you're supposed to say, oh yeah, this character is now redeemed, it's like, how did the Not podcast put it? It is like frozen in amber. It is crystallized, because now that character doesn't actually have to go through any of the consequences of the actions that the character made. So while the character can theoretically be redeemed this way, it is lazy from a storytelling perspective, because you don't actually get to explore any of the interesting part of the character and the redemption portion. So therefore you just end up with a storyline that sort of falls flat. So yes, a character can be redeemed through self-sacrifice, and no, a character should not be redeemed through self-sacrifice, is sort of what I'm getting. And also, a kebab pizza kind of fucking sucks, because kebab is good and pizza is good. They should be eaten separately. At least for this one thing, I think segregation is necessary. Fixing that voltage to some more powerful, barely enough gas. Oh, have you seen the guy who made like, hold on, for Bob. Okay. Hold up. Oh yeah, this is the one. Okay, let's pop up. This thing is fucking glorious. Gasoline powered laptop. Look at this monstrosity. Oh, I love it. This is just how I imagine to Cobbine's PC at all times. Running XP. The glorious. Yeah, anyway, so that was all I wanted to show you. Let me... Oh, I almost hit the stop stream button. Guess that speaks to... Let's get those resistors roasting. Oh, hell yeah. If it doesn't smell wrong, it doesn't smell right. These bloodless game... Yeah, okay.
Mayhappy father... Nay. I am a stranger to him in this body.
Wait, what is this Xenos? What the fuck?
Besides, there is but one hand that can make me whole again. My enemy. My friend. I know not what entertainment occupies you, but if you will not clear the way for me, then I shall seize the reins of fate once more.
Very interesting. Okay. Prediction disproven by pressing the left mouse button once. How comfortable. This is how I sleep every night. And this is how I wake up. To this music. Journey to the west, past. Why is this music? I suspected you might be awake. I could scarce imagine you sleeping through such a commotion. An entire host of sin eaters appears to be advancing upon the Crystarium. Emergency measures are being taken as we speak. Rest assured, however, that we are safe so long as we remain under the Crystal Tower's aegis. You may return to your quarters if you wish. Yes, I thought you might feel that way, and I cannot say that your assistance would be anything less than welcome. I must remain here to disseminate information. I almost read something else. To the other residents, but you are under no such obligation, and thus free to aid any of the townsfolk who may be in distress. The etc. tends to become a point of congregation in times of need, crowded with those seeking solace in companionship. You would have my personal gratitude if you would offer succor to those there. I do not actually care. Okay, back to a storyline I don't care about. Actually, hey, can we... I must have pointed this out, right? But this helmet... This helmet is very, like, Varangian style, kind of. Because you have the coif part, which is just ringmail. And then you have a spectacle helm. Very Viking. Then what of the rest? I mean... apart from the breastplates. No, sorry, the shoulder plates. Because those... like... those are for, like, creating the silhouette. This looks to be Brigandine, which the Vikings certainly didn't wear. But this seems right as for, like, a set of chainmail. Alright, neat. Well, yeah, that is also a good question. Why is she here and not in the defense of the city? It does feel like she could be somewhere more important. Oh, look at this card. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way is where I'm going. Okay, so what do I go? I just walk up here and then I go / cheer. Yay! Alright. Few townsfolk are about, as you spy none who appear to be in distress. Marvery! I've only just returned from Amarang, yet I find the Crystarium moments from being beset by Sin Eaters. Where are they coming from? This shouldn't be possible. Restore the darkness. Well, Yulmore. Well, this is a fortunate coincidence. Brother, tell me you have some idea of what is happening. I may, but for the moment you will need to postpone such discussion in favor of action. The Crystal Exarch is preparing to deploy a barrier around the Crystarium as we speak, ensuring that he is able to do so should be first concern. There are a number of instruments placed around the Crystarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I am on my way to activate them now. In which case, 3 pairs of hands would be better than 1. Very well. I'll take the ones to the south. Okay, she just knows where those are. I shall deal with the northern apparatus then. Will you handle the western too? They're ensconced on platforms extending from the upper level of the Aetherite Plaza. Oh my goodness, finally I get to see what the AA batteries are used for. Oh, I'm so excited. Guys, I've been talking about this since the first time I arrived. Look, a pink dress. And a... Oh, it was... Was that a kobold? The thing with the big floppy ears? I forget. It's not a goblin, because the goblins are the ones that are in the Mass Effect pressure suits. I should be up there. Oh, but there's stairs. Yeah, these are the AA guns I'm talking about that don't make any sense because they're fixed and mounted in place. But if they were for a barrier technology, that means I have made at least one correct prediction in my life in this video game. I'm in the wrong place. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I can make it. I just need good amount of run up. Okay, this is why I did it earlier. Are you ready? Yeah. I didn't fucking make it. God damn it. Alright, time to run back. Maybe if I switch to Bard so I could use Peloton so I can get more movement. This is another person who's tired of taking these goddamn stairs. I don't think they stack. Oh, they definitely do. Now I just have to prove it. Hold on. Oh my god. Well, you know I have to. But we can pop this as often as we want. I've been told by smarter people than me that they don't. Alright, but now you're being told by a person who is dumber than you that they do. Alright? So how about you fucking... I thought you were supposed to believe in Nico who believed in me. Alright, are you ready? So, Peloton, sprint. Oh my god, you're fucking right, they don't stack. They used to. I know because I use it to get like on top of the roof. On like where we live, in the house. We have to start by making you not believe in yourself. I never believe in myself. I don't... Okay, there we go. Not an issue. Not even halfway nervous. Is it just me or did the stream crash? I sure hope. He didn't believe in the stream. Oh goodness gracious. Well, that's not good. You know what this means. Ping can be useful. Let's see if my internet is down. Stato testo. Now you can follow along. This is the most intense part of... And we're back. That's amazing. Because it did look like... But this spike is like in the middle of something. Well, hold on. In general, it seems like... Okay, generally my ping shouldn't really get above 50. But like sometimes during pressure situations... It does get above 50. But maybe it's because I'm streaming. Oh well. We'll just put this over here. And then we won't end stream because that would be so awkward. Anyway, I think we were doing something important. Ooh. Ooh. Let me get some water. Despite having very little idea as to how it functions, it appears that you have activated the device successfully. Me every day at work. Whoop-de-whoop. I said swoop-de-whoop. I said swoop-swoop-de. I said swoop-de-whoop. I said swoop-swoop. There we go. Oh, I still can't run up there. Alright. Guess we'll just have to run around. Were we? Are we not back? Are we back? Is the stream on? Is what's happening? No? Yes? It should be up as to what I'm seeing. Stream is going strong. Okay, that's good. Stronger than I. Let me just hey, look. It's just like me commuting to work. Whoop-de-whoop. Oh, the rotunda. So big and rotund. Alright, Anchor. You know hexagons? They are the bestagons.
Sin-Eater sighted! They're coming!
Oh, just in the nick of time. Oh look, it's the Batwing demons from Anor Londo. Me when I'm a moth and I found a lamp. Or a night swarmer.
Excellent. The barrier is holding.
As we call them here in Denmark, which is a really cool name, by the way.
That's good news for the Crystarian, but what of the rest of Lakeland?
Oh, that'll be fine.
Lena and the city guard have taken to the field. Thancred and the others have already joined them. Let us do the same.
Okay. The anchor. We ought to join the vanguard as soon as possible. It is the number of eaters we just saw and the facing formidable host. Oh, you know, I could actually be doing some class quests instead of this. To get, you know, to unlock some more skills. Oh, that was a halberd. King shit. I like the dramatic rain. A lovely weather, just what we needed. Oh my god, it is pre-planned. It seems the battle has already begun in earnest. Make haste. Oh, heh. Crystarian forces are engaged with the Sin Eaters at various locations across Lakeland. Assist them in defeating the Sin Eaters before they are decimated. Back-mounted big X. In general, mounting a weapon on your back, yeah, it don't work.
Let's
Looks
give it our
strange.
all.
Okay, so we just pop this and now we're a tank, and oh right, that don't matter. Oh, that's the wrong button.
Help is at
okay.
hand.
Oh, there's another one. Plonk. Plonk. And plonk. Just trying to stack up my anger. Like the terrible tank I am. Oh. Well, when I'm also the one dealing the DPS, I guess it's fine. But that wasn't like a light warning. See, the language confused me the first time around because I thought these big ones, this flying one was supposed to be a light warden. But we can totally neglect those in lead. And do that all the time. Oh, boing. AoE. AoE. And then AoE.
Leave the healing to me.
Okay. I guess. Yes, I'll leave the healing to you. There's a lot of light coming in on my screen. I can't see my screen because it's too light. Please trust me, guys, that's why I'm missing abilities. Given conceit. Ooh, look at all those pretty lights. So, can we now go and kill the big one? Nope. And I'm walking over there. Oh, tender love. Okay. Oh, can I make it? No. LSA. My anger. Or wrath, if you will. Because it sounds cooler. We hit that one and then we hit this one and then oh my goodness, we're doing the damage. The deeps.
I shall protect thee.
Alright, Orianche, that's you do that.
You will rue the day you crossed my path.
Okay. Message received.
It was nothing.
It was nothing. Okay. Sheesh. You will rule the... It was nothing. Don't worry about it. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I guess I could sprint. Someone hath made shortest work of these eaters. Well, who could that be? We have Thancred. those we're missing those two. Harry, you'll be glad to know that the locals have all taken shelter. I don't. Okay, we can't allow the seniors to gain ground with me. That can't be good. Oh, it's the big one. It's the begin. Oh, we're two. Oh. Okay, I guess we are then. Ah, it's okay. Don't worry. I couldn't save him either. You press on to the imperative. Well, I guess. Oh, so Minfilia ends up killing it, and then, you know, Tancred survives. These eaters are too organized. They can't merely be acting on instinct. No, they're from Yulmore. This is known. It is a solved problem. It is as we feared. Yeah. Yeah, I have been decimated. A tenth of my force is now gone. Our task is as it ever was. Turn the tide. Well, the thing about decimation is also, it's kind of something you did to your own troops, if memory serves, which it rarely does. Oh. Oh, I guess this is an arena. Yep, ta-da. Okay, these are just weenies, so I'll use this time to stack up my mechanic. And then when the big boss arrives, I do just the same as I did when I played Resident Evil 1, and then I save all of the magnum ammo until the last boss, and then essentially one-shot the last boss, because, like, that's more fun. It makes you feel incredibly powerful, but I have also a feeling that that's not how the game was meant to be played. Too good to use syndrome. Too real. So real, it's on. Which, this day and age, with it being like not that great of an engine.
On your feet.
It's not that high quality of an engine. So it's more ironic than anything. God, let me tap target to you. Alright. Bam! And then we, I guess we bam. And then we bam. And then we find one with full health. And then we slap it. Okay, and then we just stack off our mechanic again, I guess. Because that wasn't even close to using all of it. God damn it. Using all of our resources. And oh wait, I should probably kick him when he does that. There it is. Hey look, they killed the others. I messed it up. I absolutely fucking messed it up. I am a useless piece of human garbage. Because I didn't do the optimal damage rotation. Yeah. Oh, they have a lot of health. Imagine if I was a real damage dealer. I pressed the wrong button. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I've done this. Okay. That was one out of 3, and the others almost got the other one. Oh, there's a gather. I just like playing with me in real dungeons. Good times indeed. Okay, so now I can hit it, and I can pop it, and I can hit it, and I can pop it, and I can slop it, and I can whip it, and then I can just spam the same ability 5 times.
If naught else will suffice, my strength is yours.
Okay. How about? Oh, I wish
May the 12 guide you.
I wish my ability did anything, so I could AOE all
The
of them.
stars shall grant me succor.
Let's
Yes,
give them a
sucker
show.
indeed.
With heart and steel.
And then they all died? Oh my god. But I was dealing with it. Man. Yeah, duty. What happened to Thancred? Back when you could decimate your forces and people wouldn't be like, bro, why did you just kill our goalie?
There are so many.
There sure are.
God damn it!
Hey, are we losing that one?
Leader!
That's pretty cool.
Yeah! Lena, hold on.
Yeah, if you only had spec'd up in like support and healer.
They turned on me.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so that's like not a light warden, but like a light lieutenant or something. Lamau. Tank privileges.
Thancred!
This one is mine.
Oh my goodness! Thancred is dead! That's amazing. Can't believe they dared do it.
We need only hold out a little while longer. Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be all right.
Hey, it's using the same model as the succubus.
The Warrior of Darkness is
Not the same
returned.
model, this
The Bloody
animation.
Knight is returned, so stay with me, eh? You can't go dying now.
God damn it!
Please let this work. Please let this work.
Wow. Oh, that's so good.
No, no, no. Stay back. Stay back.
Help! Help! Anyone!
Why did you spare me? Why? What have I done to deserve this mercy?
Forward! Forward! If you can still hold a sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear! Weapons at the ready! Let's make this count!
Fight and struggle. Seek salvation by your own hands. Though the losses be grave, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them.
God, what a good scene. We were told that if a sin eater is strong enough, it can infect people, turning them. Yeah,